of the Mind Flip.
Welcome to Theater of the Mind Flayer, a D&D play podcast set in the homebrewed world of Jekyll. We've got 2 DMs for some reason, which can only mean twice the fun. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your time at
Theater of the Mind Flip.
It's worse.
Detroit.
Welcome to
Theater is
Mind
worse.
Flayer. I'm Jacob Machin. That's Caleb Dowdall.
Hello, I'm Caleb Dowdall. This is Jacob Machin. How are you, Jake?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. Yeah, very good. How are you?
I'm good.
I'm good too.
That's good.
That's good.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
How's the diet going?
Pretty good. I'm feeling good. Feeling healthy.
You still doing no cheese, no?
No. Well, I'm doing
You doing no coffee?
I was like 95%, no gluten or dairy. Now it's more like 70. Oh, Hogan.
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 Hogan. We're here with the usual suspects, Danielle Butlin.
Hello.
Producer Hogan. Thank you for looking at me. Luke Sykes. Michael Briganti.
Hola.
And
Where have you been?
Did you want a different one?
Where have you been?
and our good friend Hercules Mays.
He's just kissing his mama. Nothing wrong with that.
Yes, indeed. Oh, look at him. He actually frames up real well.
Yeah, it does.
You didn't like my intro?
How's everyone doing?
Great.
Good to have you back, Luke.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, I saw that.
Sorry to him saying, where you been? I've never been. I wasn't gone.
I don't care about what's going on.
But I wasn't gone.
You're in Mexico.
Yeah, but
I
I
wasn't gone from the
Did you
episode.
sleep on the right side of your face more than the left?
What are you trying to say?
Or were you driving in a car a lot?
Now he's really self-conscious. Turn
What's wrong with your face?
Oh, no,
man?
I think it's the reflection.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It looks like half your face is more tan than the other half. Oh.
Luke, you can't just ask people why they're tanned. I have a riddle.
probably, though.
I have a
I
riddle
don't
for
go for
Michael,
even riddles.
just because Michael notoriously hates riddles.
Do you really?
I just never get them.
What?
This is one I heard recently, and I didn't get it until it was said.
The Badger did it.
No, it wasn't the Badger. How many months have 28 days?
Oh.
All of them.
How many months have 28 days?
February is one.
Send in your riddles so we can give them to Michael.
Do you like it now?
New game. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only ones I can get.
Shout out
Send them to me
shout
first.
Shout out to our patrons.
Oh.
I got to shout out Andrew. That pen's not going to work. Let me get you another one. That'll work on your
I like
paper.
that you know you have a pen that isn't working here, but you
It's because
still
I
have
bought
it in front of you.
that stupid metallic
Oh, I
ink
get you.
and the
It's the
scannable ink,
special.
and it just doesn't work.
It is cool. I like
yeah,
it.
it's frustrating. Shout out to one of our patrons, Andrew Apricrez, who gave us yet another fun acronym. For those of you at home that don't know, our extra stuff that you get on Patreon, one of them is called SAX, S-A-X, Supplementary Oral Extras, and our talkback show is called ASS. After show. And then Andrew also came up with an acronym for taint, because I talked about wanting to come up with an acronym for taint, and suggested that our recipes that you also get on the Patreon are called the all-inclusive nutritional texts. T-A.
Oh, the. I was like, where's the
T.
T go?
Taint. The all-inclusive nutritional texts.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about
Taint.
Delicious taints.
Yeah, delicious taints. Keep an eye out next month for.
Thanks, you've ruined the dinner I'm about to eat.
Yeah, keep an eye out next month.
Let
for,
us know what your taint tastes like.
for a recipe based on an improv prompt we did recently. Caleb, you've got some news before we jump into a trivia treat.
So, Luke, you were not here
I
last
not?
week. No, you weren't. And
You
we
recorded
tallied-
without me?
We did,
That's so
unfortunately.
rude.
You can
Why
check
would
it
you do
out on
that?
YouTube.
You know what you got up to? You popped into your shell and just rocketed down a mound as a purple worm chased them. And as you hit the bottom, you landed on a rail and just grinded until you hit a trolley.
Rad.
I also played you for a couple turns as well.
So you were playing Tony Hawk. Can you stop?
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. Hogan.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
I don't know if you remember, but we were doing a tally of Caleb points.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and so we had the results, and it turns out that you and Danielle were tied. So we're having a sudden death for this episode.
Okay.
So points are reset essentially.
That's a
for the
great
two
idea,
of you.
Caleb.
Thank you
I really
so
like that idea. Sudden death, I win.
much.
If
Do you think that's a good idea, Danielle?
You did say sudden
Well-
death.
You said sudden death, I win.
You did say sudden death,
Sudden death.
which does mean that he technically wins.
So I said mine.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you.
Well, there we go. I'm glad that's over.
So you get a permanent +1 to your wisdom that you
what?
don't even really need anymore, but it's there for you.
We should
Because you changed class, right? You didn't.
Everyone could use
Everyone could use
I'll
a
tell you
little
what.
bit of wisdom.
But you know who could use the permanent
International
points
Women's
that...
Day. I will gift it to Danielle.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Is it actually?
It is.
Oh boy, Caleb.
I think every day is a
Come on,
International
man.
Women's Day. I celebrate women
Day.
every day. I don't need an excuse.
How do you do that?
I don't want to know how. I don't want to know how.
Cut the mic.
So yeah, are you ceding your point to Danielle?
Yes.
Danielle,
Okay.
Agnar can go ahead and add a +1 to your wisdom, which will bring you to 18, which will bring you to +4. I will go ahead and do that to your character
Very
sheet as
wise.
Caleb introduces.
Welcome to this week's episode of Trivia Treats.
Taint.
Tasty.
That threw me off.
What first level transmutation spell requires a grasshopper's
What have you done to my
hind
pen?
leg as
Long
its
jump.
material component? Just jump! But you're close enough. That was this week's episode of Trivia Treats.
Taint.
Jump! Jump!
Dip, dip, do. Wonderful. We're going to go ahead and play an improv game. I'm going to go ahead and say, let's do alphabet scene. It's where we do a scene, and every sentence must start with the next letter of the alphabet, starting with A, ending with Z or Z, depending on where you're from. You can all play. You can sit it out. You can tap on in whenever you wish to. But the idea being that each sentence starts with the first letter of the alphabet, next letter of the alphabet, the third letter of the alphabet being C, the fourth being D, and so on and so forth, until we reach the final letter of the alphabet, which is also the... I was going to test
Doesn't
Michael.
like riddles.
What?
What number is the letter Z or Z?
6.
Yeah. Easy. Excellent.
It feels like it should be 27.
Caleb,
Why?
can I
I
get...
don't know.
Are we including and?
And?
Yeah.
What?
That's not in the
That's
alphabet.
We've
not
talked
allowed.
about this already on this podcast.
And
Yeah.
And
Like
is a
the-
word.
Don't do the whole alphabet. At least start from LMNOP.
QRSTUVWXY and Z.
Oh, it is in. It is
No,
in
it's
there.
in the
A,
alphabet.
comma, B, comma, C, comma, D, comma, the and is there as a finisher.
And
Oh,
Z.
it's like an Oxford comma.
I'm pretty sure we've talked about this on the podcast before.
have we?
Yeah,
Where
it was
they've-
equally not funny.
They've changed the alphabet now.
oh
in
yeah,
schools.
it's a
Oh,
different.
yeah.
It's a
don't
different
actually
tune.
say
You don't,
Because
you don't
it's
go
too hard for them
LMNOP
to say
anymore.
LMNOP.
So it doesn't have the and anymore. Because apparently kids were dumb and they thought and was a letter.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Why was a joke?
case in point.
Are you sure?
We're going to go ahead and do an alphabet scene, and then we're going to eat, and then we're going to play D&D.
Hungry.
So, alphabet scene. Caleb, go ahead and give me just a word. It can be a concept. It can be a location. It can be an object. It can be...
Let's go school.
Why is that on your mind?
I don't know. Jake. I don't know.
Okay, let's reset just in case.
School.
I don't think anyone would have jumped to that conclusion.
What conclusion?
That schools should be demolished by everybody. No more education, apparently,
No
is what
more.
the states are going with.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Actually?
The new education minister, yeah.
Like
We
actually?
can get into it. We can get into it. But right now, we're playing
We
improv.
will get into it.
It's a whole.
Right now, we're playing improv.
All right, class dismissed. Your lunch break is now, and I hope you guys have a great lunch. No fighting.
Bye,
Alright, just-
Mrs.
Crabapple.
With a C.
Yeah.
Do you have a snack?
Everyone, I am not the snack provider. Your parents should have packed your lunches. For fuck's sake. Gee, oh, no. What's the J?
Gosh, you can't just swear like that.
Have any of you got a snack?
I had one.
You can do your J now.
Gee, go outside. This is my one time to take a cigarette break. I mean, grade your coloring books.
Okay.
Look over there. It's a bird.
Maybe it's a plane.
No. Oh, okay.
Parents, your children are getting out of the gate. They're just wandering around. You have to come and collect them, because I'm on my lunch break, so, goodbye. Quickly, everyone, let's go before they catch us!
Run!
Stop! We gotta hide!
My God.
I'm doing the alphabet.
Everyone is.
Tell me where to go.
If you turn up Luke's mic, you can actually hear me.
It's L.
Unbelievable. They've actually escaped. Oh my goodness.
Victory
Get
is
fired.
ours.
What?
Victory is ours.
You said what? You did say what? You did say what? Yeah.
That's true.
Xylophone.
You guys hear that?
What's after that?
Zoo animals.
Okay. And scene. Let's do one more. Let's do one more.
Let's go backwards.
I have to go forward and then back.
Let's go ahead and do it from top to bottom once more. What's another suggestion?
Should we start at like X?
No.
No, start at A. That way we know that like Z is the end.
Let's go optometrist.
Optometrist. Here we go. Optometrist in 3, 2, 1.
Alrighties.
Free time. All right. I had the avocado. Now we're on
We're gonna have the exact same conversation, but in optometrist.
Alrighty, what's more clear? Option 1 or 2?
Oh, be careful.
But-
That was really.
Oh, 2 at once. Multitasking.
Be careful.
Be careful with her eye. That was very close to her eye. She's got a sensitive eye.
Can you
fucking letter are we on?
do them again?
Do what again?
Everything.
For fuck's sake.
Go.
Here.
I'm not sure.
Here.
Oh.
Just
H-I-J.
which one's clearer?
Count them off.
Just give me a second.
Jay's already been done.
Catherine, I need you to work with me.
There's only usually 2 people in an
Left.
My left or your left?
That works. It's the same word.
Neither?
Now.
Jesus.
Now.
Okay. Perfect.
Question. Is this all gonna be fixed by the end of the day, or do we have to come back?
Realistically, it'll take a few days.
Right.
So.
Oh no, you already said right.
So we'll come back in a few days.
Thank God.
Unless, is there a way you could do a rush order and we can pay more?
Very good point. Yeah, if we can get this done as quickly as possible.
Well, I can try.
God, there's more words than Z than that.
You guys hear that?
And
Zoo animal.
You guys hear that? Zoo animal.
speaking of absolute animals, we're going to join these absolute animals down in the Underdark.
Leader of the Mind Flare.
In our last session, as you made your way through the Underdark, you found a man-made tunnel and tracks snaking its way through. Yeah, you should listen because you weren't here. Basically, there was a tunnel snaking its way through the Underdark with the sea and the veins from the ocean that you could see underneath or above, even. Excuse me.
It's like an aquarium.
Kind of like an aquarium, but with no windows.
Just dirt.
Actually, not so much like an aquarium at all.
More like a mine.
So what can you see?
More like a mine shaft, yeah. As you journeyed down the tunnel, you were ambushed by a group of Dwagar who targeted Azorith after seeing his elven ears.
Well, he's got little scars.
Oh, okay, well. They could see that he was elven.
They suspected.
They suspected he was elven after seeing his suspicious ears. You began fighting them off and tried to explain you were not involved in the bitter civil war that is currently plaguing Neodract.
Wait, there's a civil war in Neodract?
There is, yeah. Maybe you could ask them about it. Which is where we left off as the Dwagar leader demanded you explain yourselves.
We come back to this wider than it is tall tunnel lit by these arcane sconces. The double rail in the center that seems to be there for some sort of carriage or some sort of device on rail wheels. After staying in a little alcove and popping back out, we come back to the moment where the 6 Duergar, well, the 5 Duergar and the one dwarf who kind of pulled off his helmet, who's looking absolutely fucked up, are there. The more kind of spy-looking one with the blade under Azorith's neck, the flame kind of guard there as well. And as they all freeze, the Dwarven leader looked at you and just said, "You've got 1 minute. Start talking."
Name Thorin Stonebeard ring a bell?
Aye.
My friends and I had a brief interaction with him, and I find if you would check in with him, you would find that we gave him some very valuable information.
Thorin Stonebeard is on the ocean. We got no way of checking in with him.
Well, take my word for it, but...
Take the word of a dirty elf. No chance. Why are you here? Why are you in this tunnel? This tunnel is frequented by elves, scurrying, fleeing the war, bringing their injured to Fianna, who are looking at you two, who are in cahoots with them. You animal folk and the Severians, all on the same side. It's the dwarves against the world.
I think it might be everybody against Severe. Severe's a big problem.
I'm listening.
They want to rule it all. Take over everything. They don't care about you, the elves, Fianna. They only care about themselves.
We have no dealings directly with Severe. We know they aid the elves, King Colm. We are trying to survive. We are trying to get back what is ours, the mountains.
The elves' biggest supporters are the Severians. If you want the elves to fall, then it's in your interest that Severe does as well. And that's what we're doing.
Who the fuck do you think you are? A couple of Raggedy Anns darting around. I mean, I trust these animal folk about as much as I trust Severians. The only person I knows might be decent is our orcish friends who live on the border. They're the ones that let us scurry through when we need help.
You can trust that they're good people. I've seen them do good things.
Right, and I've seen you absolutely beat the shit out of me. Respect as well.
I mean, you what? You swung first, so it was...
We did. What are you down here for? Where are you going?
To Severe.
What for?
Tear it down.
Queen Bannerine specifically.
What is your connection to elves, specifically? King Colm, the war.
No connection to the war or King Colm. My only connection with the elves is born to one, and then born to a human as well.
Mixed blood.
That's why my quarrel is not with dwarves or the elves, but with Severe.
Go ahead and
Where I
roll.
was born.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion with advantage for me, with Gavin backing you up.
Dice. $25.
25. The dwarven leader, with his kind of mangled helmet and torn up body, kind of looks at you all. Just kind of looks at the odd, like, the haggish looking one in the, you know, there's the spy one in the hood with the mask, but the haggish looking one just kind of nods at you, and they raise their hands and they go, as they raise their hands, they go, "Please do not move." And as they put their hands on you, you are going to get 10, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 21 points of healing. And the dwarven leader kind of looks at you and just kind of salutes and says, "Yolmad Shatterfeet, leader of this tiny, tiny brigade. We're posted up in here, trying to take out elven forces as they retreat."
Agenar Urol.
Gavron Mountain Tusk.
Apologies.
Azorith Rosewall.
Your voice breaks at the end.
Rosewall. Charmer's not there when it's.
Yeah. Well, on behalf of Queen Dendry Gallo, thank you for not slaughtering us.
Thank you for not slaughtering us also.
Well, the least we can do is share some supplies, send you on your way. If you're tearing down the continent like we are, then best of luck to you. You look capable enough.
Thank you for your mercy.
I think I should be thanking you for the same. And you watch as the dwarves kind of unpack, kind of dig into the wall, kind of pull out packs and things and set up. Just here in the middle of the entire kind of tunnel, they start to set up some sort of bivouac sort of camp situation here around the railing. Most of them steer clear of you all, but they're setting up their own separate area. But Yolmad Shadowfeet kind of sticks around as representative for this dwarvish brigade. He looks down the tunnel and he says, "You come across any elves back that way?"
No elves, just purple worm.
Oh, aye.
Yeah, your tunnel might be a little collapsed now.
Good. Looks like we'll be finding fish in a barrel.
Are you lived here? You're stationed down here?
We've been
tunnels?
stationed down here for a couple of weeks now, once we found that the elves were ferrying their wounded to another continent.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you killing wounded soldiers?
Aye.
Or are we just going to look past this war crime?
I'm sorry, you're unaware of the war crimes that they've been
You
doing.
may as well. Oh, eye for an eye, is it? Okay.
Essentially, yes.
Right. You're just as bad as all the others.
Not our fight.
Oh, no, apparently it is. We're making all the fights of the world our fight. If we're going to turn a blind eye to this one, why don't we turn a blind eye into Safirith and Queen Banner again?
You know what? You got me there.
So get off your fucking high horse. You're just as bad as all the fucking rest.
Oh, we're well aware.
Good.
We're just happy to do the dirty work.
Happy?
Yeah, you're right, you got me there.
Maybe you should have killed them.
You're welcome to try. The rest of them start to kind of take off their gear and kind of dump their packs and their weapons on the ground there and crack open what looks to be like old tins of kind of food there. You can see they pull out bottles of what look to be like almost like genie bottles, and as they pour them on the ground kind of melts away, revealing, various little rocks and gemstones. As they do that, they kind of pick up the rocks and gemstones and kind of crush them and put them in their food and kind of eat them as they're going through.
A little further on.
Honestly, I don't trust them. I say we keep moving. They might kill us when we're sleeping. That's the way they act. Remember that elf that was in the medic tent in Boone? Not Boone, that was the leader. What was it called? Gale. Those are the kind of elves that he's killing, ones that have no concept of reality. Who's to say he's not going to stab us when we're sleeping?
Keep moving.
Beautiful. You continue on. As you move past them, the leader, Yolmad, just kind of like grabs your arm and says, "Get your father to tell you about the Neodrak War sometime. Smart man, got out of there, obviously."
You know nothing.
Right. And you know nothing of the war we fight.
Never claimed to. And I'll kind of pull my arm away. Get off me.
Excellent. Beautiful. You guys step away. As you step away, you can see them continuing to kind of make camp and set themselves up, and you march on down this odd, almost bunker-esque hall, and these rails that lead on. You continue to march on, and it gets to the point where you have marched another handful of hours, and it is time to rest down once more as you feel the exhaustion start to seep in. As you rest down, I'd love to know what you guys are doing to get yourselves set up to potentially protect yourselves.
Well, yes, I don't trust them either. Be extra watchful tonight.
I mean, that leader, he took quite a beating. I really laid it into him, and he's still walking and talking pretty fine, so they're tough cookies.
I'm going to cast See Invisibility on myself.
Nice. Yeah. Absolutely. How are you guys getting set up here in the tunnel?
Gonna start by finding a stone or a stalactite or something, and boom, touching it with the light.
Oh, turning a light on, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, you're in kind of constant dim light thanks to the sconces, but yeah, you're able to kind of do a big spotlight over yourselves there. As Aegis turns on See Invisibility. Make a perception check while you got See Invisibility up.
18 on the die plus 624.
As you turn on your See Invisibility, there's no sign of anyone invisible around you, but I'll say that the reason for you turning it on is that you were pretty sure you were being followed the first hour or two you left them, and another hour or two after that, now that you're making camp, you've turned back, and doesn't look like there's anyone nearby looking to come near you.
Great.
Beautiful. You guys are welcome to.
Any way of kind of knowing how much longer we have in this Underdark potentially?
Make a survival check for me, yeah.
Traveling. Yeah, 13.
13. You remember it looked like it would take around 10 days. You're well over the halfway point at this point. So you gather 3 more days maybe. You do see that rail kind of that goes along the ground. The tunnel itself barely kind of shifts and moves. That rail is kind of going over bumps and things. And you gather if you had some means of propelling yourself along the rail, Diddy Kong Racing style, you may be able to cut that right down.
Go.
Agnar's just gonna be sort of sweeping the little loose stones and things out of the way to make some flat areas.
That's hilarious because I was about to say I pile stones up in ways that would be like traps for people to like kick them as they walk.
As Agnar's like sweeping, and then also gathers some of
Will you
the.
fucking stop that? I'm like doing something here.
You put one pile of stones, Agnar sweeps it away.
Well, just to give us somewhere to sleep.
I can see invisibility. How's this happening?
Okay, good. This is a sleeping spot, so just no stones here. Put them.
All right, I'll sort of put them around for the stones to make sure it's
Crunchy
like,
stones,
Yeah.
like
And-
glass.
yeah,
Yep.
and I'll do a survival check just to,
Yeah, thank you.
Agnar's gonna take
9.
some of the stones on the perimeter and just like stack them a little bit and like
No, like
bloop,
this.
and cast Guardian of Faith.
Okay, yeah.
One
Guardian of Faith.
at
Oop,
each
end.
end.
Yep,
Yeah,
absolutely.
so
Yeah.
Total.
2 Guardians of Faith. Beautiful.
That doesn't take concentration. That's a crazy spell.
It's great.
It's there for 8 hours. You can't move it though.
That's a crazy spell. Everyone should just be clerics.
Hey, jump in the comments if you want a campaign that's all clerics, or a campaign that's all bards, or a
God
campaign
Squad.
that's all... Huh?
Bard clerics.
God Squad.
We can be a religious traveling band.
Hey,
Oh no.
keep your eyes peeled
The Van
because
Tramps.
with some of our team disappearing in the next few months, we're gonna go crazy with extra stuff and other guesties. So, yeah, God Squad.
New age Christian rock band.
Cleric
Christian
bards.
side.
Barbarians, Christian rage.
Mm.
Just call it the Knights Templar, isn't it? All right.
Duhast.
Anyone else?
Well, you were sort of keeping your own business there ages before, but I have I think we should all talk about this item from Damien Rift. So
Ooh, cologne.
We're getting
So
there.
long and hard.
Cut to an ad break. New from Mind Flayer.
Sauvage.
Eau de Dilf.
this timepiece of time. I didn't name it.
Timepiece
of time.
That seems a little redundant, but
Pin number kind of style.
Right, but it
ATM
does
machine.
it does what it says. I think it does because for it can stop time for up to 5 minutes.
Rounds.
Rounds.
Read the time stop
5
spell.
times
Read the
6
time stop
seconds.
spell for fuck's sake. Yeah.
30
Time
seconds.
Time 5
Yeah.
6
So
seconds.
you can cast time stop and it will
Yes.
stop time for 5 rounds, which is huge in combat. You get a whole 5 turns, potentially a whole 5 turns before anyone does anything.
At great cost if you're unfamiliar with the powerful nature of that spell. It's a very high leveled spell. And
Can you give example of great cost?
well I guess it'd be something along the lines of the wish spell at that level.
It costs.
Oh,
you.
what it costs.
Yes.
Well, you can
You cast it and then you have to cast the wish spell. It's a shame.
it's a real monkey's paw situation. Forces you into a wish.
it can drain a bit of your life force,
Ooh.
making you weaker if you were to be on the brink of death. It also can completely aid you to within minutes of your life. 30 minutes, something like that. Very close to death. It'll age you
30 days.
30 days. But those are just the chances. And you can also use it to bring anyone within 5 feet of you, including yourself, within that 30-day time limit of death. Everyone
Cool.
following?
Yeah, I got you. I'm just trying to think of the implications of what happens if you're immortal.
That's
That's a good question.
well, it's here. Someone would have to spend some time to familiarize yourselves with it, but sort of might be a last-ditch effort type of thing.
What if somebody was like already on their deathbed and it like reverted the time so they got some more days?
I don't know about that.
What are the implications of that?
Maybe we'll have
I never
answers
thought
to
of that.
these questions.
Like within 30 days, but if they only
Yeah,
had like
within
2
30
days
days of
left,
death,
so they
or-
like then hit 30.
But it's within 30 days, so could it
2
be
days
29?
is still within
Could be
30
28.
days.
For those at home, it's a watch that can cast time stop up to 5 times in its entirety.
So hard to explain things in game.
But
though.
in doing so, you roll a d100 and it either works, and you end up with that time filed away for another combat, as in you take that time and then you're frozen for that amount of time. It works and it casts Time Ravage on you and you have disadvantage on the saving throw, or you can break the watch and cast Time Ravage on everyone within 5 feet and have disadvantage on the saving throw, which is that 30-day thing. So, yeah, for you nerds out there.
Sounds pretty sick, to be honest.
Time.
High risk, high reward type of thing.
Yeah.
And I also have this. And pull out a
Oh, hello?
Dynamite?
sort of a cloak. No, not you.
No? Okay. It's okay. I'll go right by myself.
This little cloak it just gives you you're a little more resistant to any spells that might be cast on you. So if anyone has any space that they could use an item, you have advantage on saving throws.
I'm only pretty resistant to spells thanks to this, and I'll bamf out the shield, and on it is a face that's just like no expression, just staring at you.
Your eyes follow you, right?
The face turns, back of the head.
Back of the head. All right. Well, does
I
that
mean, I'll never say no, but
have at it, everyone. At least for now. Mantle of spell resistance. That's the one, right?
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
a cloak of protection, but I'm not sure if I added that by accident. I don't think I
Cloak
have
of Protection is something that gives
Yeah,
disadvantage
but I don't
on.
think I-
Sorry. Yeah. You don't have that. No, it was a Mantle of Spell Resistance. Yeah. Excellent.
That's it. The pearls have done their job. I've got this. Oh, we also have this pen.
Oh, hello.
Aegis.
Oh, we've all met, I believe. But
Oh,
it is
that
nice.
mine? Is that for me?
You want another I mean, yeah, it doesn't. It's honestly not really doing much for me at the
Oh my
moment.
god. I give you +1 to your charisma?
Yeah, but it's.
Oh my god, you are sorcerer, no?
Yeah, but I'm at a point where it's not.
Oh, so okay, let's just say you encounter another magical item or, God forbid, a sentient weapon that gives you another +1 charisma, and then suddenly 2 plus charisma might be very beneficial, but 1 by itself might not be. I gave away the pen.
What happens if I push this button?
Hold on.
Do not push.
I'll hold on to the pen.
I like to
Do
journal,
not
so
push my
It'll,
pen.
it'll bring out the black pudding again.
There's black pudding. Is it tasty?
No, like the thing.
Oh, that
we-
black
yeah,
pudding.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
Anyways,
not the tasty kind.
that's it for me.
Excellent. Anything as you guys settle down for a bedtime?
No.
Just keep reading the book a little bit.
Nice. Yeah, mark off a handful more hours.
And did I mark that thing?
Yeah.
And then okay, so
We should talk.
so I think if I cast tongues and then I send to Perup, if he's a whale, we'll be able to communicate. So where are we saying that we'll meet him?
Not sure where this tunnel exits.
Right.
I would say somewhere close, if he can be around the border of Neodrakton and Severe on the off the coast.
Okay.
If that's indeed what is happening with him, he's
Right.
following Severe.
Right.
Wait, did I miss something? Did
Right. Yeah, we talked to Pierre Roop.
Oh, right.
And
Oh, right,
he spoke
yes.
in Whale. We're assuming
Yes.
that he is in a.
Do you speak whale?
Welsh or Wales?
Whale.
Welsh? And I don't know if that's Michael asking or if that's I know what a Welshman is. He was responding.
I think I
Wales
might speak whale. Is it Aquan? Because I do speak whale then.
Oh, right. But
But I can't speak through your brain.
no.
Unless you can imitate him
And I
perfectly.
think I did
It's hard because you have to get the pitch
Yes,
perfect.
no, and I think I tried, and you were like, "No,
Oh.
no,
Was that-
that's
oh.
not."
So we think Pierre Roop is in whale form
Yes.
because he's druidic by nature and is yes, and is in pursuit of the Severian ships. Perhaps he got away from Severe and is following Baki with
Right.
Well, we lost Pip, by the way.
Oh, that vision was true.
True.
Oh,
Yes.
oh well.
He sounds like a little bit to me.
Says the pen.
Shouldn't have got caught.
So
No,
we think-
I joke. I joke.
We're thinking Pierre Roop has maybe become more powerful and is more aware of his powers, and we think it'd be a good idea to get to him before he gets taken by Severe.
Bruv,
Yeah.
I've got an idea.
Shoot.
I could speak well.
Hey. So can I.
Yeah, but you can't speak into
You can speak into
Agnar's
her.
head.
No, but she can cast tongues.
Okay.
So, okay, okay.
I appreciate it.
Favorite improv is you guys just shutting down Caleb's sentient weapons. No, we don't need that. We're good.
I appreciate the input, but you know, what else can you do?
Just here for the lols, man.
Not here for anything else.
If I like join 3 of you things together, do I get like a Megazord kind of style weapon?
Oh, that's my. Oh. Fuck.
It's not so easy, is it?
Bruv, there is the mighty mega morphin mace.
Oh no.
So if you find him, then maybe.
I don't even think these are names you
You fucking
have.
asked for this.
You just made that up.
Go back and check.
Azorith,
Yes.
hold up the pen for a second. I'll hold up the trident, the tip, and the sword tip, and
want
touch
the-
tips.
You want the
Oh,
like
hello,
the-
Tim Tam Tom.
which end do you
It's
want?
been a while since we have tipped tips. Oh, let's go. All right. Hello. What, 3 is the crown, eh? Yeah, bruv, I told them that they need the mighty morphin mace, but they're doing it anyway, I guess. Do you have any sellotape?
Tape?
Oh, you could tape us together, I guess, but without the mighty morphing mace, we are just...
$10 billion gold.
we are separate.
For some reason, it's a legendary. I get it. Like, you could glue Strahd to his throne so he can't get off. So Strahd's stuck in the chair the whole campaign.
But if you have the opportunity to do that and he doesn't stand up, you deserve to do that.
Exactly. I don't think that should be a legendary item. I think that's for the pure shenanigans. I think that should be
Forever stuff.
I think it's just so you don't fuck with each other PCs.
yeah, passably.
All right. Well, that was a fucking waste of time.
I
Well,
put them away.
Maybe if we find someone, along the way, you know.
Apparently Mighty Morphin Mace.
I literally told you, yeah.
Oh, you know what we need is Boomerang. Bing Bang Bosh or whatever. his
Oh
name
no,
was.
not that guy.
Yeah.
I hate that
I
guy.
have a feeling he'll be coming back.
So do I.
Have you ever tried to throw a boomerang?
No,
9 out of 10 times they don't fucking come back.
Oh,
I
but
thought I was doing it wrong. That's why I never continued. Couldn't get it right.
It's all in the wrist.
Yeah, you look like you could throw a boomerang.
Thank you.
no. If he did come back, who would want to carry the boomerang? If he did hypothetically come back, who would? Want to...
cast a spell.
Agenar, would you like to throw a boomerang?
I don't know. I've never thrown one before.
Oh, I'd say it's easy to learn, eh?
Pen away. Put it away. Put it away.
Michael.
Anytime Michael pulls out a pen, Ken's on it.
This is quite are we writing today?
So wait, we should probably, because we should all go to bed. But what are we saying exactly? We'll meet you near the border, or don't follow the ships too severe. Or what are we saying?
Fuck, what was the name of the people that I sent searching? Tell them to Whalesong, the friends from
Olengarth.
Deep Sea
Oh,
Olengarth.
Deep Sea Olengarths.
Yeah, I can't remember what the
Envoy?
name of the scouts were, but just start yelling.
You just contact
By the power
Olengarth
of-
and he can pass it on.
Can he do that? Wait, you're not here.
Say that the Trident is seeking some servants. Tell them to shout that out.
Tide Collar Shern. I think is
in.
in it.
Tide collar shirt. So hang on. Who am I calling? No. What are we trying to communicate here? What is the goal of these spells?
I think the first things first is to understand where Pierre Roop is. What is he doing?
Where are you? What are you doing?
Yes, and if he's in
And
any
we're on our way
danger-
to Severe via the tunnels.
You dating anyone?
I'm not sure I have enough
Oh, why not?
letters for that.
Maybe ask him what kind of whale he is.
Oh, okay. What kind of whale
if you
are
have spare words.
Well, no, because that might give us an idea of his intention.
Ask him if he's mad at us.
Okay.
I can't let the one person who cared about him
hang
die.
on. All right. We'll go with first questions first. Where are you? What are you doing?
You up? Question mark.
Okay. Where are you? What are you doing? We're on our way to Severe.
Through Neodrax.
And what kind of whale are you?
Yeah, again, if you have time for that last one.
Right. Okay. All right. So Agenar is going to cast tongues,
Mm-hmm.
and then sending.
I love the fan in your computer.
And
Oh,
see
man,
if this
it's on its
works or not.
It's on its last legs.
Hey, I was there when you broke your ribs on that.
Yeah, right? This is literally just a mind flayer machine, though. It only comes out when I hear
Mind flare.
mind flayer machine.
Okay.
It'll die one day.
Hello, Pierre Roop.
Have you cast tongues on yourself?
Yes.
Beautiful. What does it look like when you cast tongues on yourself?
We all thought it.
Show me.
You know the Pokemon licking tongue? Bland.
She has a tongue.
Yeah, that's what I'm picturing. Like Agnar's beak kind of starts to form more of a mouth, like.
Ew.
Oh, it like comes into lips there.
Just a big old smile.
Yeah,
There's lips on the beak.
like a badly, when they badly
But
try
it
and put
sort
their
of-
face where the mouth should be. Yeah.
It sort of morphs as she makes it her intention to kind of communicate in Aquan into a
With
Baleen.
Yeah.
yeah.
Or is it more an orca mouth? Or is just like the really Like
little round.
You'll see
scoopy
when she
teeth.
speaks to him. Yeah.
Mm. Okay. Yes.
hello, Peru.
Hello, Pierup. It's Agenar. Where are you? What are you doing? We're on our way to Severe, traveling through the tunnels. We want to meet.
Excellent. Let me bring up my map. You hear back as your mouth does assume a huge, almost ridiculously wide grin with baleen over the top of it. You hear back in some sort of whale speak, very quiet. Agenar. Heading to Severe also. We are a few days' sail. I am following Ari and Bucky. Ari says the towers will unlock the old gods. Banrian not far behind.
So I didn't have time to ask what kind of whale. But
I'm a blue whale, BT dubs.
I was going to say, judging by the baleen, it seemed like it might have been a blue whale.
oh, okay.
Not a sperm whale that got teeth.
So he's following Bucky and Ari to Severe. Apparently, Ari says that the towers will unlock the old gods. And that Banrian isn't far behind.
Far behind Bucky and...
Them, yes, I believe.
So they're bringing them to the towers first.
Right. I mean, if we're heading there and they're already going there...
I think the question is, do we want Bucky to continue with them? Or to join us? Not Bucky, sorry, Pierup.
Pierup. I mean, if he can protect them, it makes sense for all of them to stay together so that it might be more dangerous for them to break out of their captivity to join us to then go back to the same place.
Well, it would just be Pierup. It wouldn't be Ari or
Right.
Bucky. We would have to get them in Severe.
Right.
If Pierre was strong enough to protect them, he'd probably get them out of the boat right now.
Unless...
Isn't he meant to be a god?
They said before when I was talking to Bucky that Ari had a plan. So I think maybe they want to go to the towers.
But do we trust Ari? Is he not just a guy who wants to unlock the full potential of his wacky fish drug stuff? He'll be... if Queen Banrian is promising him all sorts of ways to go further with the fish, why would he choose this opportunity to undermine her and go against her? Why would he not
he
take...
already had the fish, so I don't...
Yes, but the fish combined with...
Whatever's in the towers.
Yes.
But if he wants to unlock the old gods, I mean, that's not Banrian as a new god. So that means, fighting
Banrian's
for the
like
same...
a new old god. So you're saying that your pure friend might be a god. What if the old gods got turned into mortals and they're trying to reopen them?
Oh.
They were a god, then it got put into an egg, and they're trying to crack the egg again.
I don't know.
Well, if they release the old gods before Banrian is able to ascend, or
Right.
then potentially that would be a good scenario for Queen Banrian not becoming a god. But
Right.
but I'm not sure that they would allow Ari to perform any sort of rituals or arcana without Queen Banrian.
Not just anybody can be a god, right?
Oh, they're 2 days away or so. So, I mean, by the time we get out of the tunnel, I think they might be arriving there anyway. Does that make sense?
Yes. I'm just not really sure what the best course of action is. Either let things play out the way they will play, or...
I mean, we could just ask Pierre what he thinks.
Yes?
I mean, he spoke in full sentences. So,
Yeah, did I miss something? He's saying more than his name now?
right.
Apparently so.
Great. When did that
But
happen?
well, I mean,
Just
it was
now.
in my head, so I suppose we never tried that before.
I don't know. We looked at his eyes, and his eyes were not thinking in complete sentences when we first started seeing him.
Could have been quite some...
Been in a tree for quite a while.
I mean, Aegis, you brought some power out of him at some point.
Did I?
Tapping for power is a little bit different than drawing out power.
Oh, well, didn't he knock you on your ass at some point?
Oh, yeah. I tried to get him to revive himself, and he pushed me back quite hard with his mental force.
Exactly. And did he have that mental force when you took him out of the tree?
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, whatever it is, it's all dormant inside him, and I think he's slowly waking up or slowly coming into it.
Remembering.
I mean, he wasn't able to transform into a whale when we were with him.
No.
Yeah, I feel like we missed something.
I mean, maybe Ari turned him into a whale.
Maybe... What was Safirith's love interest? What was her name?
Yarwin.
Yarwin. Maybe she did something.
Oh, maybe. Well, okay, so maybe I should ask... I can ask some more questions, but just once more before the end of the day.
Well, we got 2 days as well to think about it.
Well, I mean, I can ask another one today or
Maybe ask
more
him.
tomorrow, but...
Maybe ask him what he wants to do. If he thinks it's
Right.
best to continue his pursuit with the Severian ships and act on his own, or if he would like to meet up with us.
Okay. All right. And Agenar goes sort of like... again. Do you want to meet up with us or continue following the ships to Severe? Why is Ari going to the towers? How became whale? That was crazy.
Almost as good timing as my fart last week. That's it?
That's it.
Okay, beautiful.
That was yeah.
That was,
You
How
hear
became
back
whale.
that same kind of slow whale tone. If you wish to meet, I can speak to Ari. The same fish that Ari fed Bucky and I, the fish that Banrian coveted, gave him the knowledge of the towers and the place where all our names sit.
I became a whale. I became a whale through my own means, thanks to Ari's fish, and his encouragement. Krill.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. So he says if we would like to meet up, then he can ask Ari, and that Ari learnt about the towers or came to realize about the towers from eating the fish. The trippy fish. And that the towers are where all our names are. And that Pierre was able or became a whale of his own power, which he was able to access because of the fish.
Because of Ari?
Because Ari gave him and Bucky the fish. And it is the fish that Queen Banrian covets.
Okay, then. I'm a little more inclined to trust Ari. At least his intentions for now.
I don't think I can reply.
Did you ever
until
meet
morning.
Ari?
Oh, briefly.
Okay. I don't know if you were with us at that point.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't really talk to him all that much.
All right.
He seemed a lot less serious, I think, than...
The difference between a religion and a cult is the leader is still alive. That's how I would describe Ari.
Sure, but if he's helping Pierre
So, how does that mean anything for you,
Ask the
questions. Are you trying to start a cult then, or a religion?
I'm not trying to start either.
Right. But
Yeah.
so, and you want followers?
No.
What about Bucky?
When did I ever say I wanted followers?
Worshippers?
When did I ever say I want worshippers? You just instill your own beliefs upon me.
Well, you seemed quite happy about all the...
The whole thing about gods that if nobody believes in them, they don't exist anymore.
If a tree falls in the woods, does it make a noise? If no one's around to hear it.
Oh, do sentient weapons count as people? Because if so, then yes, it does.
You all heard that right?
I'm going to wrap a towel around this one.
I don't know which one that was.
Oh, maybe we are forming together after all.
Believers, then.
Don't need people to believe in me, to be honest.
Oh.
I believe in myself. That's all that matters.
It's good to believe in yourself.
Yes. I went through therapy quite a while to work that one out.
Then you should still just avoid yourself.
Somehow I don't believe that.
So it's quite a while.
Inside check.
I choose not to believe him.
Right. What were we deciding before we got sidetracked into cults and religions?
Well, cult leader or not for Ari is...
Right, Ari.
I know who my enemy is, and right now Ari is...
Oh, I wasn't saying he was the enemy.
Wait, you're insinuating that he's not going to be helpful or
No,
has his own...
you people take some things
you
in a
people,
fucking...
Hold on, man.
I can you people be right back.
Okay.
We're all we're all
Hey,
to someone,
You take what I say in ways that you want to believe it to take it. When I say he was a cult leader, it just means that he is someone who I don't necessarily trust to lead the charge.
Not to lead the charge, but to be where he's at and to have an ally.
Or his intentions.
We don't know his full intentions.
Exactly. With him, you'll never know.
Fair enough, but I know Queen Banneryn's intentions.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the ones I want to stop. And if Ari can help with that, if he's helping Pierre Roup, who has proven to be nothing but an ally to us, then I choose to trust Ari, at least as far as now.
Or the man on magical fish who now has what we believe to be a god creature in his control and in his debt, heading towards the towers of one of the most powerful civilizations in existence, might have his own plans.
Maybe. Who's to say?
I mean, we don't have very many allies, so...
The same goes for you, Aegis. You're a powerful being. You're becoming more and more powerful.
clear with my
intentions. I know, but...
Well, if we would like some clarity from Ari, I can try and talk to him in the morning, but I can't do any more of this stuff tonight.
Maybe we'll message Ari tomorrow. Or Pierre Roup to ask.
Or both, yes. Maybe
Good.
Ari.
I'm going to
because
sleep.
I will have to do the translating thing again if I talk to Pierre Roup again. So I tell Ari to tell Pierre Roup that... All right.
There we go.
I'll take first watch.
Take second.
Third. And I'll wake him up.
I'll make fourth.
See, I did it pretty much. So I was talking as you.
Just in the shower.
Actually, you guys bed down. As you bed down, you read your book. You can mark off another, 2 or 3 or 4 hours, whatever you think you would reasonably be reading. I trust your judgment there. As you all bed down, you can't shake the feeling of the fact that there are ruthless mercenaries handful of hours away. And as you awaken in the morning, unmolested and absolutely fine, even if you pop a see invisibility for free, you can tell that you have not been accosted and there's no one nearby, and they are truly, perhaps to you, they are truly out of sight, out of mind.
Can I have a quick sidebar in that
Absolutely.
watch?
Yeah.
As Agnar's on watch. Agnar.
Oh.
Just shell and head. Yeah. We all see it.
What are you doing awake?
Oh, I haven't gone to sleep yet.
Oh.
What? Do you have a spell by any chance that can remove fatigue?
Possibly, maybe. I
Exhaustion.
would have to think about
In
it.
D&D terms.
Possibly, maybe. I would have to think about it.
And if you have it, do you have the spell components?
Possibly. I might.
Greater Restoration, 100 diamonds, I believe.
Oh, we bought quite a few diamonds, didn't we?
Yeah, I think you got a shit ton.
That's
Yeah.
greater restoration then.
Yeah, that's Greater Restoration for exhaustion points.
Yeah.
That's Greater Restoration for exhaustion points.
Diamond dust worth. Yes, I do.
It's a cool
I
D&D
could,
character name,
yes.
Diamond Dust.
Are you not sleeping very well?
No, I plan on not sleeping.
Oh.
Because all this talk of Ari has got me thinking about the eyes
Right.
wide shut. And if you can get rid of the exhaustion, then there's an experiment that I would like to run
See.
on our way to Safirith.
Right. Okay.
But only if you're willing. You have agency, you can say no.
I'll help.
But
But if it gets too dangerous, will you go to sleep? If I say it's too dangerous, you should go to sleep. Would you go to sleep or you just not? And I don't want you to die from not sleeping.
stands up. Walks over. Kind of towering below you.
They're pretty evenly height matched.
And I'll reach out a hand and say, I'll let you decide. If you'd say go to sleep, I will.
Okay.
I'll shake your hand.
I'll help.
Oh, fuck, you have hands.
Excellent.
Great. I don't sleep.
You don't sleep. Beautiful.
Right.
Excellent. As you awaken in the morning, take 1 point of exhaustion. And that is all for now. Twirls mustache. As you all awaken, Aegis looking as exhausted as one would be after, 24 hours being up. And you guys set off again. Can I get 2D, a D6 followed by a D6?
1.
Give me a D100, Herc.
3.
1 and 3, yeah, just give me 1 D100.
73.
73. Oh, fantastic. You march on. As you march on following these beautiful sconce lights and this railing there, you march along for the first hour of your day before you find what looks to be another one of those carts that Aegis slammed into and shattered to pieces. It is a long cart. It is not so much like a Diddy Kong Racing high cart. It is more of a longer, almost a tray. It looks to be around like 9 to 10 feet long with a little bit like an old school pumpy one. Yeah. I'll say it's a pumpy one, but it does have sides to it that come up about hip height. You see that just off the side of the railing, like it's been lifted off and sat off to the side near one of these alcoves. I'll leave that with you. If you wish to move on, let me know. There's more.
We just found our ride.
Well, this could be, what's in working condition or looks a little banged up a bit, but...
I mean, I could, and Agenar will go around and just like mending any.
Yeah, the wheels kind of
little...
and kind of that they lose that trolley wiggle and they kind of come to a point there, and you spend a bit of time mending, and you have a working rail cart.
What do we say? This will speed things up.
Right.
What is this magic?
Engineering.
Classic feat of dwarven engineering.
Indeed. The way this is going to work is that whoever's kind of pumping, we need 2 people pumping. Whoever's pumping will make athletics checks and con saves to avoid exhaustion.
Do we need 2 pumps?
We need 2 pumps.
We just got 1 big pump.
You can do 1 big pump if you want.
I'll stand behind you, cheer you on. I'll give you a massage. Give you bardic inspiration.
You all hop
Oh God, my
into
glutes.
the cart here. It is tough. The first one is tough to do because you're working against inertia. Go ahead and make an athletics check with your bardic. As you all...
Question.
Yeah.
If I didn't sleep, did I get any of my spells or bardic inspiration or anything like that back? Nice.
If you took a long rest, if you didn't take a long rest, you can take a short rest, which will redo any short rest abilities, and you can roll hit die.
Short rest.
The longer you go without doing that, you don't get your hit die back to spend.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Be a 24.
24. Gavron, you pull down on a lever.
Give me a second.
There you go, you got it.
And it starts to move. As it starts to move, the grinding, you kind of lean over Agenar and
Great
you
job,
oil the wheels
Gavron.
a little bit with a mending, and this cart starts to take off. The tracks themselves are a little jittery, a little wobbly, like they've been there a long time and the stone has changed and settled. But you start to fly along the tracks there at an extraordinary speed. As you're flying along the tracks there, you're able to stop for a little bit, and as the momentum starts to slow, you can kind of pump again, keeping it at a steady kind of stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. As you're stopping and going and stopping and going, go ahead and make another athletics check for me.
28.
28, beautiful. Somehow you're able to just keep rocking that kind of that hinge, the lever there. As you're rocketing along, the stone walls start to kind of start to whip past you. As it's whipping past you, the rail drops for a moment, like it just kind of drops into a little divot. And as it drops into a little divot, you guys kind of are jolted ever so slightly. As you're jolted ever so slightly, you see the floor underneath you disappear.
Just rails.
And as you are on just rails,
Oh God!
going over
taking
an
a turn.
endless chasm, the walls around you are complete stone, and you look above you, and it is almost like looking through a frosted glass kind of bathroom with different kind of jagged, an entire crystal ceiling that seems to span for hundreds of meters, and it is the deepest blue. As you kind of rocket along the rails here, you are over an endless chasm and under what looks to be a glass bottom of the ocean, this patch of crystal that seems to have solidified. You see just the occasional drip of water coming from it, enough to make you freak out, salt veins through it, but you've essentially got a nice view of the deep, deep ocean here as something large just swims past as you roll along on the rail here. There is no sign of where this endless chasm ends.
You want to throw my hammer at it?
We know more about the far realm than we do the ocean of our own world.
No, tell us more. I'm quite interested.
I mean, it's just that. Like, we know that aberrations come from the far realm, but some think that they might actually come from Jekyll's oceans themselves.
Fucking nerd.
A buff nerd.
What a nerd, he says. 7 feet tall, nothing but muscle.
As you're rocketing...
I work out at the library.
As you're rocketing along there, you rocket past something that's like near the glass. And as you rocket past it and you watch it go back behind you, you look back and you just watch it kind of swimming along the glass kind of top there, trying to catch up with you, stopping every now and then. It seems to have many tendrils hanging out behind it. Very dark. It's tough to see. It's only the sconce lights on the walls that are lighting this up as you rocket across endless chasm. As it gets closer and closer.
Some people think blobfish are actually aberrations. It's a common misconception.
You think that might be an aberration?
Oh no, that might be something else. There's tales of things that live far in the deep that eat ships whole.
What, Kraken?
Yeah.
Do you
What are
prefer
the
the
odds?
ocean, or do you land or
remember?
sky?
I'm more of a terrestrial man myself. But I study all.
Agnar's just like,
Quite amazing, isn't it?
As you're rocketing along, that squid-like creature kind of starts to sit above you and kind of follow along. As you roll along, it kind of swims
do you think
and
that
catches up to you.
that's following us? Or do you think it's, coincidence?
Like the worm, it might sense the vibrations.
Oh, do we have a light up?
No, just the...
Okay.
Should we...
No,
No.
I was thinking if we had a light up, maybe it's following the light, like an anglerfish.
As you're kind of rocketing
Can I
along
make
there.
a nature check to see if it's following us, or a perception?
Give me a survival would be your best bet there.
Survival, and I have a minus
nature
2 to
will-
this.
Hey,
Do I have a minus 2 to this?
you do have a -2 with new rules, yeah.
14 on the die.
Yeah.
Survival is +6, so 18
18.
because I'm -2.
It is
Not 'cause I'm bad at math.
kind of tracking along, following you. You're not sure how it can kind of figure out where you are. It is barely visible, only thanks to the sconce lights that's lighting that endless kind of crystal kind of bottom there. And as it's kind of darting along,
We might have a problem. I think this thing is following us.
Well, it's not stupid enough to break the crystal.
No, because there's no water here, and it
What makes us
probably
think that?
needs the water. What?
I mean, most things at least have some sense of survival, you know?
you hear, "Hello, travelers."
Oh, fuck.
That's another weapon.
Is there another one
Where is
fucking
it?
weapons?
Maybe it is the mighty mace, eh?
What brings you here?
Does it sound like the last thing that spoke to me at the bottom of an ocean?
It does not.
Okay.
What brings you here?
Like Wanda Warpick or something like that.
I think it's asking us a question.
Is it
As
in
you
our
he-
heads?
It is in your heads.
Oh.
We're looking for some treasure.
I would like you all to tell our audience
what you desire most, what your characters desire most right now in life. Your greatest desire.
Ooh.
Agnar's greatest desire is to be face to face with Brigantia, and Brigantia embraces her in a beautiful hug and holds her hands and says, "You have done well, my child."
Beautiful.
Yeah.
She is an orphan.
Excellent.
Aegis. Ooh. He wants the ability to change the natural order because he wants to free. He wants to free the souls that are indentured.
Free indentured souls, yeah.
Mainly, I'm trying to remember her name. It's been a long time since I looked at my character sheet. The elephant.
Nibella?
Something. I'll look now.
The one that was that you visited at the thing, yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. Nice.
You, as this squid creature or whatever it might be asks this question in Azorith's mind, a kind of memory, or maybe not quite a memory, but maybe pieces of memories will form together, and you would see like a very modest home, like a villager home with hues of orange, like sunset kind of peeking through the windows, as a young elvish boy with short brown hair is kind of fooling around with basic magics, while a young elvish looking girl is reading books and maybe writing stuff down, while in the back of the house there's a elvish woman with long auburn hair painting in the back corner. There's instruments around in the house, and as the door opens, kind of boots walk in, and as Azorith would try to depict a face, there's nothing really that comes to mind of this man, of this tall figure, and the vision kind of gets all shadowy and disappears.
So what is his greatest desire? To see that face, to be there, to be...
For that experience, to have that familial comfort, to be whole.
It's going to undermine all that by just going, a nice
Tree.
Do it.
He's
I
just
mean,
Homer
that's
Simpson.
really, really
He's just
fun.
Homer Simpson.
the perfect Reuben. No, I think it is I think it's just the feeling of adventure in like an unkept, uncharted wilderness, like mountains and valleys as far as the eye can see in Gavron. Gavron, like adventuring that with the perfect sandwich.
Absolutely.
And a beautiful axe.
Yeah, okay.
An even shinier belt.
You hear that voice say, "Your desires are delicious. Join me here now." And it on the kind of crystal ceiling
I hate
there,
that.
as you rock it, and it swims in front of you and goes, and as it does, you just see like a little the tiniest spider-like fracture in this thing
not
as
again.
it darts in front of you, and it is just thumping on the ceiling above you, kind of matching you, kind of meter for meter. And that is where we're going to leave our session.